Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another couple heroes to replay straight from Live Games Lobby. Spawn on the right side is the blue OKW player, we got Dezman. Spawn bottom left side is the red USF, we got Rodinho, I think. Either way, we do have one meter doctor lock-in, we got the heavy cav company, and for the OKW player, could I for fortifications? This map may not be half bad for fortifications. Pack 43s behind this hedge line could be a decent defensive position. Wait, can you build Pack 43s in base sectors? I never had to ask that question before because usually you don't want to do that, though a Pack 43 behind here is not bad. And around here as well. And of course, level 18s are always quite reasonable, but against US, but maybe less so since they're not really support weapon spammer unless they're me. Also got Fearstorm Doctrine, which is good for if you want to go for a mechanized HQ. I really want to see people go more often for the Opal Blitz supply truck or the Opal Blitz munitions truck there, because it does have the ambulance effect. So that's why I really wish people mechanized opener has just really fallen out of play. But this is the one doctrine that can actually sort of support it nowadays. We do also have Overwatch Doctrine, which is basically a staple. So this is basically going to be the default doctrine probably for this player. Got a third rifle squad on the build queue. Got Kulvog into 2 Volks Grenadiers. And we've got more tank traps being established. We do have rifle squads pulling on some sandbags thanks to the rifleman defensive structures. Sectors of course being captured on up. Nothing much to say. They have not fired upon each other just yet, but this may be the first engagement right around here.
Ready for action.
But we do actually have the rifle squad here decapturing the cutoff sector, very nice, which deny pretty much all the income barring 2 strategic points. Bit of volley there on the Shroom Pioneers. Looks like got a lot of misses there though. And now the Shroom Pioneers and Kulvog can push right forward. The Kulvog can maintain the capture, or the Shroom Pioneers just light cover. Does get the Volks Grenadiers, and nice early retreat. He knows he's not going to win that fight, and you'll probably overall be a Pyrrhic loss at best, so falling back nice and early was a good call. Now the Kulvog is here, causing issues with the rifle squad, knocking him around. Rifle squad does get the light cover. Kulvog's close enough, which light cover will not be applied. Got the Volkswagen or reaction squad trying to build more tank traps here. He does manage to cancel it. And the Kulvog may go down, taking a lot of fire from the rifle squad. Putting more rounds in it, slowing down, stopped, still being pursued. Rifle squad hitting the Volkswagen. And Kulvog does go down.
Grenadier are on the line. The Americans have cut our supply line. Squad, get ready.
Rough squad does keep behind some heavy cover there. Volks Grenadiers now advancing, give it damage there on that rifleman. The rest of the squad moving around, but the rest squad behind, or not necessarily behind, but in light cover. And Shroom Pioneer does inside the garrison. It's not a great garrison to fight from. Volks Grenadiers behind some good heavy cover there. And got this Volks Grenadiers pushing a little on the flank, and the Russian squad does soft retreat away. So it's every model, but no aim to heal them up. Captain upgrade the bar. He's also deployed out the captain. Volks Grenadiers heading down south. And the Russian squad still has every single model, so it has still full DPS. Not great DPS, but still full DPS. Falls back nice and early to the other squads advancing. Right squad overrun the Volks Grenadier, though. Oh, I thought I saw him throwing a Incendiary Grenade. He may have thought about throwing Incendiary Grenade there. We do have now the Battle Group HQ there. Our squad behind some heavy cover, so is the Volks Grenadiers. I think the Volks Grenadiers should generally win out, though it looks like only one guy was behind heavy cover. They're behind light cover. Our squad's pretty wounded there. And the Volks Grenadiers do fall back. Captain gets inside the garrison. We do now have a Goliath online. Captain advancing. Rifle squad civilian wounded. The US player need an ambulance sooner rather than later, honestly. He's going for an M15. But he needs... Captain's all the way up here can't force produce an ambulance. He is going for an ambulance now. He's just... A lot of those squads are so wounded and the game is still pretty far away. Captain's on the front line, so can't supervise this deployment. Which is a very handy ability. It's situational though. Sometimes if I don't care for if I have a captain on the field or not, I let the captain take losses and just simply don't reinforce him, utilize supervise ability.
We're losing a capture point.
And that's why if you don't want to care for the captain, you can have an option of just not. And the Shroom Pioneers do force back the rifle squad. And looks like you can keep multiple guys at home. There's the healing aura. I understand why you keep them at home. Part of me says you should push forward. It takes too long to get the ambulance on the field. Another part of me says it's too wounded to do anything. So waiting for the ambulance is probably the best course of action. Captain behind some good heavy cover. Black half-track almost deployed in the field, M15 on the field, so got the AA half-track versus the flak half-track. And the OKW player has gone to the Overwatch section. Volkswagens do fall back. Black half-track advances towards the sandbags, in range of the sandbags. And does get a pretty good volley there, suppressing the captain immediately. Captain does soft retreat away, very nice. Shroom Pioneers do have this panic strike to help him fight the M15. Generally, the M15 beats the fight versus the AA half-track. The 251/17. And decides to take time to destroy the sandbags there. Very nice. We do now have the Kettenwerfer ready. Rifle squad comes that sector there. Do have the Volkswagens moving on the flank. And the half-track will get a volley on the Volkswagens. Bit of volley there onto the rifleman. Good volley there onto this Volkswagens. And A half-track gets good volley there on the Echelon squad, forces him back. Oh, this Goliath is right there. Captain now inside the garrison. The Kettenwerfer getting peppered a little bit. Volkswagens could have stuck around. Oh, they threw incendiary grenade. AA half-track set him up. Black half-track fires a volley against the captain. AA half-track retaliating. Does get a bit of a volley there, nothing too significant. The Kettenwerfer advancing. Black half-track fires a volley. The Kettenwerfer fires and connects, abandons. Should be easy enough to remove. Oh, even a couple bullets could possibly take it out. Looks like he's forced fire on the ground, so he rolled a whole bunch of misses there. Got now the M180 gun, pulls back the Volks. Good pen there, needs to keep on falling back. Shroom Pioneers are going to push forward and put a panic truck into the A half-track. The Kettenwerfer needs to hit the retreat button, and 15 does go down. A little bit messy there by the OKW player, but he did come out very well ahead there. Do have now the Jägerle infantry deployed in the field. No scope rifle squad just yet. Volkswagens in open ground. Rifle squad behind heavy cover. Maybe within point blank, and it's going to be very warm.
Half-track is in action. Standing by for setting of command post.
Our squad behind some heavy cover. Like, oh yep, there's the tank trap there, and improv wired off, so he's able to bleed the heavy cover through.
Capture point is being overrun.
Thought I heard a landmine detonation of some sort. Oh, Goliath detonation. That's what I heard. Let's see. There are some body parts there. There's a missing rifle squad, so he may blew up a rifleman. Very nice.
What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits?
You do also have an early munitions cache, which is honestly sort of strange. He's playing heavy cav. They're known for stockpile munitions, so US players should really be eyeing to spend his munitions. He can bring in a ranger. Maybe bring in some, he has weapon racks out, so he can go for triple bar rangers or maybe triple bazooka rangers. Triple bazooka rangers quite nice, but I think he needs to go for infantry at least. Howdy. Volkson is to fall back.
The battalion just released a major for act. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
M180 gun fired away somewhere. Maybe just trying to hit some sandbags. Yep, it's hitting the sandbags. Lay down some sand or wire there. Looks like he does get some bars on his rifleman. He also has the major deployed on the field. Nothing else being pulled out just yet. Maybe a regular Sherman tank would be quite nice. We'll go for his set of squad of rangers. May go for Thompsons. Thompsons do cost 90 munitions. Right now he has 80. MG34 on the build queue for the OKW player. Give him some good field control. He may decide to deploy it up here. Kind of work for fired somewhere. In the tank trap, looks like. MC-34 being deployed on this flank. And the Volksman is going to advance to some heavy cover there. Good spot there. A half-track advancing. Of course, he does have anti-tank rifle grenades. I thought I heard another shot there. Rangers firing away behind some good heavy cover. Major at point-blank range. It looks like this guy does fall back there. Trying to force fire the ground with the M180 gun. And the Rangers are behind head cuff. They are being upgraded with the Thompsons. A half-track or a flak half-track push way forward. And the Shroom Pioneers are advancing upon the captain. M180 gun gets a shot there in the the flak half-track. Which is a form of AA half-track, just not the M15 AA half-track. I'm getting all the words mixed up. Rear echelon squad behind some heavy cover, but he does have a minesweeper, plus also rear echelon squad, not too particularly great in combat. And the flak half-track will receive some repairs with this soon. Got the Jägerline tree advancing. MT-34 in a good position there, hitting the captain now. Does suppress him. The counter hits some wire there. On me onto the Rangers, which will make him immune to suppression. Oh, it does get suppressed there. Apparently it doesn't provide immunity to suppression. It breaks suppression, that's what it was. Not immunity to suppression, my bad. But either way, the MG-34 does fall back there. Volkswagens and everything falls back here. Volkswagen is firing at max range. The Rangers are in negative cover, so they're getting ripped apart. They do fall back with 4 models remaining. Does lose 1 model there, but does preserve the manpower. Black half-track firing away. Suppresses on the captain, who falls back with decent amount of damage on him, so he will be healed on up. The US player has not been bleeding too much manpower this game, thanks to the timely fallbacks. I would totally want to say early fallbacks as well. Most of the time, it's not been early. After all, the captain probably... I usually see 1 man or 2 men with that much health, let alone 4 men. So I think the US player is getting slightly lucky in this situation, able to get spread out damage. Sherman taking on the build queue, very nice. The OKW player does have a sheer Panzer Quartus, does have Panzer authorization. So probably will see a Panzer IV relatively soon, just needs some more fuel, at least 1 minute's worth of fuel. He does have the sheer Panzer quarters. Takes some good damage there. Their range is all the way over there. And putting some rounds onto the tank cap track. Or tank track, black. Taking out some sandbags while at it as well. Very nice. Volkswagen laying out some sandbags. The Jaeger tree will spot the munitions cache. Sherman taking out Ployd in the field. M1 T-gun sieging down the Shearpan's quarters. Of course, there's a bit of a line sight block here, but incendiary grenade to retaliate. Very nice. So if the AT-gun needs to fall back, could be death loop there. Because the other guy, one of those guys is pretty wounded, does not get death loop. MG34 tracking that garrison, needs to hit the retreat button. Flat cap track here. Volkswagen is getting ripped apart by the Thompson Rangers. And the MG34 makes it, yep, will get wiped out there. Sherman tank advances forward, fires some rounds load, does fire a cannon warfare. Maybe see a Panzerfaust. Panzerfaust firing. Good Panzerfaust shot there. And that Sherman's down. Very good pick there by the OKW player. A little bit foolish there by the US player. I think the move, it was just, he took 2 Volcano Warfare shots. 3 actually. He sort of danced around in front of a 3rd shot, and then the Panzerfaust Panzerstrike was more enough to finish it off. That means OKW's Panzer IV is going to have free reign on the map. This one does have an M1AT gun, which is quite wounded. Sheer Panzer quarters being sieged, but also not really. Most of those shots are missing. He's forced on the ground. You also have a Pack Howitzer. Pack Howitzer is an excellent weapon. Probably my favorite support weapon in the entire game. That and the MG34, those are my favorite support weapons of the game. A weird combination. Either way, we got Volksgrenadiers and Jaeger Infantry advancing. Major did not need that sort of response. You can send a squad here, and then the other 2 squads go over here. Another MG34 redeployed in the field. Panzer IV advancing. Black Cap track at this point in time may want to find more static position. It'd be difficult to micro as the game goes on, and its usefulness is starting to greatly decline. And the Panzer IV is being quite aggressive. He knows fighting against Rangers really means 2 doctrines, and which one of them, this one, does offer rifle and landmines. Prioritized fire turned on. He's trying to hunt down the ambulance. This is a strange move there. Since the ambulance is put on this side rather than the middle, anything that falls back this side does not get affected by healing. Pack Howitzer rolls a miss. And when the gun has been healing up, has Veteran C1, so has the incredible, one of the most powerful Veteran C1 abilities. Take aim, combined high rate of fire and stable rounds. It has absurd DPS. Take aim has not been utilized. Ooh, bit of flak burst there on the rear arching squad. Got a lot of AoE damage as they enter the garrison. Rangers now advancing. A quick frag grenade there could be very, very good. No quick frag grenade, maybe Pack Howitzer. Oh no. That could have been really bad if he hit the retreat button. I had a premonition, and sometimes this premonition's right. I think it was going to be very right there. Rangers falling back, has took a bit of damage there. Black Hat track advancing, and 180 gun here. And siege down the munitions cache. Not a critical thing. Oh, rolls a miss there. Good try. He did decide to go diagonally back home. He's been using some munitions, so he's doing a good job of consuming the munitions. Bars are quite expensive. And yeah, all of his squads are now upgraded, so he should just start spamming out munitions. He shouldn't really be caring about being wasteful. Because Combined Arms is a nice ability, but not ultra powerful, honestly. Strangely enough, somewhat difficult to really utilize. Incendiary grenade thrown there. Pack Howitzer will get a good shot there. Good splash damage, forcing him back. He does also have now a Veterancy 2 AT gun. A Vet 2 does increase the accuracy, making it a little bit more reliable. Pack Howitzer does fall back, and OKW hits for receive a couple pounds there from bazookas, drops the bazooka, and does fall back there. Force fire to the ground and gets a pen there. And rolls a miss there. Good, pretty lucky there.
All sectors, ability.
NG34 does get overran. Nice about Heavy Cav Company, well, a very useful ability is the off-map smoke barrage. You want to spend 40 munitions on a doctrine to have very little munitions expenditure, just to have it's a very responsive smoke barrage. It's very nice.
A capture point is under attack.
Good pen there. He does get out a second AT gun there, which is quite understandable. Mission cache is on fire. And the Veterancy 2 AT gun does get decrewed there. Another OKW Panzer IV on the build queue. At this current rate, the US player is having trouble fuel income. He may just need to go for a Jackson. The son of Jack. We do now have Pack-Howitzer shot splashing one of the models there. It looks like he's trying to capture the AT gun. And it looks like he missed there. I think he's forced on the ground with an attack move. Pack-Howitzer splashes a little bit there on the Shroom Pioneer. Rolls and miss there. Bounce onto the Panzer IV, starting to fall back entirely now. And Major starting to fall back there as well. Good pen there in the flak half track, starting to fall back now. And rolls a miss there. Thompson Rangers on a very good ambush position. That Voltuniers need to fall back. Incendiary grenade there, and Pack-Howitzer gets a great shot there. That's going to be wiped out Volks. And decide to fall back there. Now got another SWS half track on the field, so it looks like he's trying to potentially go towards King Tiger. This player is not going for Jackson. Looks like he's dead set trying to go for a Pershing, which is a nice asset. My apologies if you hear my drink open. Pack-Howitzer rolls a miss there. Volkswagen is starting to fall back. And the OKW Panzer IV on the other side is advancing. It's a good pen there. Volkswagen will escape on out of there. At least one of them. The ambulance does go down. Got some good pens there. It looks like we've received the bounce there. Did not go down there. Has take aim and naval, but out of range.
75mm gun ready for action.
Second Pack-Howitzer is an interesting option.
Enemies are swarming.
He's using a barrage order onto the MG34. It's a good hit there. And looks like he was trying to salvage the AT gun. MG34 gets wiped. The other bazooka's still on the ground there. Jaeger Infantry may get wiped here. Oh, that Jaeger Infantry does also have a bar, which makes it a little bit more lethal. Very nice pick for the Jaeger Infantry. OKW player has lost, of course, a decent number of infantry squads, but still has a very good core of armor. The US player only has the one M1 AT gun. The other one is still back here, needs to be claimed. He needs both of them. And right now the US player is about 2 minutes away of fuel to get out the Pershing. Saber round utilized. Bazooka's one pen. I think the other one bounced. Good pen there. Maybe not. Prop squad falls back there. A couple more shots there. Rolls some misses. Right now, the US player does have more VPs, but that's going to be changed relatively soon. Pack-Howitzer shot. Gets a direct hit there. He walks straight into that round. He may get wiped on out. Does. Now the OKW player is out of Volksgrenadiers. He still has good Panzer IV. He has a good amount of armor assets. I'm actually, with the amount of support weapons on the field right now for the US player, I think the OKW player should either go for the Left 18 or Stukas of Foos. And generally, I find the Stukas of Foos performs better. Yeah, I think he should go for Stukas of Foos rather than go for King Tiger. He's pretty far away in fuel. Just needs some more manpower. And Stukas of Foos could help him engage the various AT guns quite handily. Bounce there, good shot to the Rangers. Rolls and miss there. AT gun sitting on up. Destroys the heavy cover behind for the rifleman. Captured MG-34 firing away against the Oberhausen, but they are behind heavy cover. The Oberhausen picked up bazooka. That is not a good idea. A single bazooka is not great, and Oberhausens have good bolt-action rifles, so that's a horrible idea. OKW Panzer IV advancing once again. He has not rebuilt an ambulance. Does take some bazooka shots, and one AT gun set up right here. Good damage there. Raptor Squad gets fully wiped on out, does drop the bar. Bounce there. And it looks like the Sturmpires picks it up. I'm not sure how effective they are with one bar and one Panzerek. Quite nothing too significant. Your spy has enough fuel for his Pershing, needs more manpower. So may want to avoid reinforces himself, like probably should not reinforce the Major. Rangers here taking a bit of damage. They are FSC2. FSC3 is where they get the health regen out of combat. Good shot there, splashes those squads. He has rebuilt the Volksgrenadiers.
Supply line just got cut off.
Wow, good damage there. AT gun starting to get overran.
We lost a gun crew.
Pershing is available. Gets bounced there. Bazooka rolls a bounce there. AT gun make it overran. Bundle grenade on top of the MG-34. Does decrew the AT gun there. Pershing deployed in the field. Double taps the mechanical worker, knocking it out. Major, it sounded one last one. Needs to hit the retreat button. Bundle grenade on, or a fragile smoke grenade there. Rangers advancing. Good damage there. Pershing advancing has prioritized fire turned on. This Panzer IV has injured 2 pens, ace on 4. 1 pen, ace on 4. You're now the sector assault being utilized. Does get the kill there, and now he's falling back, getting splashed over there. He no longer has a Russian squad, so he needs to get that out on the field sooner rather than later to get repairs going. But right now he needs to also repair some stuff, so falling back, wait for the loiter to subside is going to be necessary. We now got the Panzer IV advancing forward over here. And there's a radius, so the Pershing can advance over here and engage. And he has retained both of the pack houses. Need an ambulance for one. Barrage order in this general region. Get some great hits there. Bounce there. Eagle Infantry does fall back with all models alive. Not only sees a rearm hit there, here comes some loiters. I'm pretty sure those Stukas are coming for a strafe and not going off the map. Yep, here they come. That was anti-infantry strafe. I guess those were anti-infantry loiters, not anti-tank loiters. Oops, my bad. The US player got lucky about that. Pershing advancing. Low on manpower. I think signal for a rear echelon. Right now, the US player has 253 tickets versus 294. Going against US player, but he has time to recover. True mine being established here. The Persian's starting to reverse on back. Got the captured the cannon whipper and M180 gun. Push away forward. Reaction squad on the build queue. Very nice. He also has a good amount of munitions stockpiled, so going for minesweeper and bazooka is not a huge issue for it.
Rear echelon squad ready for action.
And now we do have the King Tiger. Seen the Persian field, he can always go for Jagdpanzer. US player only has a single Persian versus the King Tiger and the Panzer IV, but he does have 2 AT guns. And I think that's Major RD. Yeah, improved Major RD being summoned. Good pen there on the Panzer IV. Black Cap truck takes a hit there. Sable round there. The Kenworth is setting one up. 2 more pens he's done for. And I think got hit by a lot of stuff. Pershing needs to fall back, get repairs. AT guns can recover a retreat. King Tiger rotating with those AT guns. Kenworth may get killed. Yeah, it does get killed.
Allied AT gun
An AT gun, and when an AT gun does just back off the corner. Major decap in the fuel sector, which the OKW players still need to utilize. Sesame 2 field. Goes on to smoke there. Pens the rear armor of the King Tiger, doing a grand whole total of 0 damage there. Second reaction squad in build queue. He really wants repairs for his Pershing. I understand. It is also already Veteran C1, which is quite nice. Veteran C1 does give access to improved acceleration, make it more responsive.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
Packhouse is falling back. The US player cannot afford an ambulance. Luckily, his Rangers can health, regen its own health. Rifle squad and the Major cannot. Nor that pack howitzer.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
I think pack howitzer is going to initiate a barrage order here. Pershing repaired up enough. Fires decent hit there. King Tiger now advancing. M180 gun not in this region. Reaction squads. Oh, that was the 2 models there. Very wounded. Pack howitzer rolls a miss there. Maybe a splash pen there, but nothing too significant. Major comes on the rear with a pair of bazookas. Bounces there. Annihilates that squad. Pack howitzers take no mercy at short range. And got now the Major falling back. Pershing damage. King Tiger less damaged. Good pin there. Good shot there on the rifle squad. And right now, I still believe the King Tiger will win between a duel between the two. King Tiger has more health at the moment and has higher damage on his main gun. Probably 3 pens and the Pershing will go down if I hazard a guess. Sends a bounce there. We do have what appears to be a drop bazooka from the Major.
We're at 200 points.
US down to 200 points. OKW plays at 294. AT on the flank does get spotted. The light infantry do have good spotting range. They are a light infantry squad. I think we're trying to salvage that rather than trying to capture it. Though if the armor exposed, capturing was a good idea. Though he does give in there. The Oberstrassen bazooka actually being useful. Okay, maybe I can be a little bit wrong. And the Kenworth gets a good shot there. He needs to go some smoke rounds. He has enough munitions. Grenade thrown there. And there goes the Pershing.
Just lost a heavy tank.
Very poor control there by the US player. The US player has still good enough fuel, so Jackson I think is necessary.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped
He's starting to
out.
lose some squads. Lost his rifleman. Kenworth gets a good pin there, but the Kenworth is almost killed. Reaction squad may go down. This Schumpeter does have Pan strikes is not as effective. A lot of that stuff can go down as well. Another Panzer on the build queue for the OKW player. He is out of base MGs to protect this flank. He may take out the Rangers. It is a Vet 3 Ranger. And there goes the Rangers. He has nothing left, really. Company command post going down. Sherman pick on the build queue. I disagree with that. Jackson would have been better. Russian squad comes for a flank, trying to get some Pantrix off. Will decrew the pack howitzer. Gotta be careful. Here's the base MG. Does get it decrewed. Oh, there's also this base MG. Regular Sherman taking down the field. King Tiger does have been answered. No spearhead active. Rolls a bounce there. Russian squads get some good pens in the rear. Late response there. Good pen there. Main got destroyed there by the bazookas. Great flank by the bazookas. Sherman tank, he's going to push forward. And there goes King Tiger 2, a flank bazookas. Very, very nice. Sherman tank now load up with high explosive, engage the Sturm Pioneer, which may go down. They're pretty stacked up. Do not have the open pace forward forward. Pikes and rounds can't do much for this Panzer 4. Lots of bounce on the open Panzer 4. Armor piercing rounds loading on up. And there goes the Sherman tank. Lots of bounce there from bazookas.
We just lost a medium tank.
And there goes the Panzer 4 as well. Okay, what do each player have left? Somehow this pack house is still alive. This one is available.
One of our capture points.
Rangers, fresh squad of Rangers being upgraded with Thompsons. We still got good Obersassen and good Jägerlein. Obersassen does have Veterancy 2, that's where they get all their accuracy buffs. And Jägerlein is not only Veterancy 3, also have that bar, making it even more lethal. US player almost had enough fuel for another Sherman. Just needs one more fuel. Just need a lot more manpower. OKW player is about half a minute's away for fuel to get another Panzer 4, but we need more manpower as well. Pack howitzer firing away. One on the field. Get a high angle shot, then low angle shot. Bad thunder grenade. Of course, the bazooka there. His damage output decreased from the Obersassen.
Our supply line's cut. Germans are making a
US player has no real field control at the moment.
We've dropped to 100 points.
Sherman taking on the build queue, but he's losing. He will not be able to reinforce some of these squads until he gets enough manpower. I think the OKW player has a game.
The Germans just cut off our supply line.
Let's see, that's a Volkswagen versus a wounded Ranger. He has short trip capture in favor. The US player is down, running out of tickets pretty quickly. But here comes the pack howitzer shot. Rolls a bit of a splash hit there. Does not decap for the VP. Major falls back.
We're getting the hell beat out of us. We got
Pack howitzer
points remaining.
misses there. Next shot could be pretty deadly there, but he's not hitting that squad. He looks like he's in within minimum range there.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Sherman take forward in the field. Rangers can reinforce. That's the squad he should be reinforcing first. And we've got the Captain 1 AT gun siege down the structure.
Consolidate our forces. We're left with
And engage all those buildings. Maybe a good idea to turn off prioritized fire. US player needs to split up the squads, capture multiple VPs. Right now they're all blobbing forward. Some of the Russian squads should head to the left VP. Good frangible smoke. Both these squads falling back. Rolls and misses there. Another OKW Panzer 1 to build queue. finds Cheer Transporters, who has not been fully repaired. Charge away forward. A good backdrop there, fires a shot. Slowly whittled down by these base flak emplacements. No crush there, but definitely going to be a Panzer calls. Got one crush there. Sherman tank goes down, and most of the US player has back to the game. This and great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.